ahead.
214-787-1971. That's 214-787-1971. If you have an automotive need, whether you're buying, selling, trading, leasing, parts, service, body shop, we're here to help. 24 hours a day, you can send me an email, but from 6 in the morning till 5 in the evening is when I take care of all answering everything but Sunday. Sunday is church and family, so I don't do any. Well, sometimes I sneak in my office, handle a few emails, but try not to. But all the way till 6 o'clock tonight, I'll be helping you out. So if you have an automotive need, you're going somewhere looking for a car, parts, service, body shop, doesn't matter. We are here to help, bringing you 20 years of radio and 36 years in the auto industry to make sure your automotive needs you are covered. Today, the place with the great one, Big Wheel Bo Carver. Where are we at today, buddy?
We are here at Grapevine Ford in Grapevine, Texas, and guess what just peeked out through the clouds?
A bird.
Well, it looks a little sunny. You saw the bird because now we've got some sun peeking through. You need to get on my internet. You're not on the internet.
What do you mean?
That's why you're not getting nothing. And thanks for joining us here on the Automotive Edge radio show here on 97.1 FM, The Freak, along with the vehicle guru, Kurt Chase, and Maddie. Maddie, thanks for being with us today. Say hi to everybody on The Freak.
So do I go to mine or the Automotive Edge?
No, you go to stay on your personal page to the Automotive Edge.
Okay.
Hello, that was it?
Boy, that was... Come on, Maddie.
Mr. Chase was talking. I didn't want to interrupt him.
Oh, we're getting a bad connection from you.
Well, we got a real bad connection with you, Maddie.
I don't know if that's bad to the radio or not. But
the music
Really?
was all fuzzy and breaking up, too.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Maddie, say hello.
I don't.
That's
Hello?
better. Yeah, that's better now. Talk. Check.
I didn't push anything different. It sounds perfectly fine to me
Yeah,
over
it
here.
sounds better now. For a minute,
Yeah.
it was kind of crackling for some
Yeah,
reason.
she was wadding up a box of crackers. 214-787-1971. So today we're here at Grapevine Ford, home of the Love It or Leave It Promise, right between Texan Trail and Main Street. It is Ford Truck Stampede of Savings Truck Month. Get this, the average F-150, they're giving 10 grand off. There's certain models out here they're giving 12,000 off, plus, not either or, plus 1.9 for 72 months. So you get a brand new vehicle when you drive off the lot, extremely low interest rate, and you're sitting on equity. It's the only products right now that you can do it. How about that? Never before in my 36 years have we seen these kind of discounts, and you drive off the lot and you got equity. The place, Grapevine Ford, home of the Love or Leave It Promise, right here on Highway 114 between Texan Trail and Main Street. We're going to be here to the noon hour. Help us. If you'd like some help from us, come on out. Otherwise, Cameron's going to be here, new car director. He'll hook you up all the way through the day. This month, I forgot how many they're shooting for. He ain't missing a car deal on a Ford F-150, or whether it's an Expedition, Explorer, the Ford Edge, the new Bronco, the Ford Lightning, the Mach-E, the Mustang, they got it all. And he's buying up trades because we know graduation's just a few months around the corner, and they need all the pre-owned they can get. And so they're putting in all the money for the trade. You will win when it comes to Ford here at Grapevine Ford. Joining me as always, the great one, Big Wheel Bo Carver.
Always glad to be here. The sun's kicking in, so it's going to be a gorgeous day here in North Texas. And we are live here at Grapevine Ford, doing also a live stream. And you can join us if you have a chance to. I hope you're listening to us on the radio here on 97.1 The Freak. And by the way, we're here every Saturday morning from 8 to noon. So if you're just now first-time listener here on the 97.1 The Freak to the Automotive Edge radio show, just remember that we're here every Saturday morning from 8 to 10. Share the word. And you can also join us on our live feeds on the Facebook page, the Automotive Edge Facebook page, our Shifting Gears sister Facebook page, Shifting Gears, and, drum roll, YouTube. We're new on YouTube. Just started that a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. But you can join us on YouTube if you don't do the Facebook stuff, and find us there to see our live feeds, streaming live here at Grapevine Ford.
Well, my phone's not doing nothing.
That's because you're not getting a good signal. You need to go and get you dialed in here to your settings,
We go to settings.
and I'll get us on. I'll get us figured out.
There we go.
All right.
So let's get things rolling here today. A lot going on in the auto industry, and I want to clear some things up. I was talking with Jesse Hull at Classic Kia Carrollton. The EV3, the EV4 are not available, won't be available this year. They're opening up the plant in Georgia, and the reason they're doing that is so people can receive the full tax credits, because you know that they went from 43 to 18 vehicles that no longer allow the incentives. Because of where they're being built and how many foreign parts and stuff that they're putting on the vehicles, which is crazy, but that's the route they're going. So you're going to see a lot more of these vehicles being built here, and that way you can take advantage of the full credit at the dealership. You don't have to wait on it. You can get it right up front. And so I was talking with Jesse Hull, managing partner, Classic Kia, right there at 35 and 121. And on the EV6 and EV9, the EV9 is their newest release, where you get the big bad boy with third row, 0% APR, plus discounts. Get that. EV6, EV9, Classic Kia Carrollton, 35 and 121, 0 APR, and discounts. Both. The place, go to ClassicKiaCarrollton.com. That's ClassicKiaCarrollton.com. And whether it's one of their electric vehicles or the Sportage is off the hook. Man, they have built a great, cool vehicle with that Sportage. And then you have your Kia Soul, you have your K5, you have your Kia Telluride. They got it all. And the place, ClassicKiaCarrollton.com. All right. Your Audi, your Porsche, your Bentley, if that's your deal, they finally released them, or are releasing them. And what happened was, I got a lot of people going, hey, I'm over here at the Audi dealership, and I can't get any discounts. They're not discounting vehicles. The leases are terrible, this, that, and the other. Well, here's one of the reasons. Vehicle shipments to the U.S. dealers have been resumed at Volkswagen Group's Audi, Porsche, and Bentley, the luxury brands, after custom officials held up thousands of cars and light trucks at American ports due to a Chinese subcomponent that allegedly violates U.S. anti-forced labor laws. Okay, but tightened inventories remain, and some dealers said that the new vehicle profitability has come under more pressure as the spring selling season gets underway. That means supply and demand. Holding all these vehicles up at port, they said an electronic component in the vehicle was sourced from Western China. The U.S. prohibits the import of products that have been made with forced labor, and suppliers in China's Western Xinjiang region, which is in face increased scrutiny because of forced labor practices. So how they found out that part was part of that problem, I don't know, but I would just tell you that they're releasing them. So supply and demand predicates pricing and lease programs. When you don't have any inventory, you take your rent factor, your money factor, your interest rate. It's all the same thing, but on your contract it says rent factor is high because of supply and demand. Okay? Just the way it is. And then you look at the availability, no rebates, no incentives, again, supply and demand. But here's the thing. I would not pay over sticker, and I wouldn't pay for ads. I don't care what it is. No sticker, only sticker, no ads. And right now, leasing is very, very tough on those products because of supply and demand. Okay? What else do we have here? Here's one thing that I wanted to talk about. I was looking at the market values on cars out there today, and coming up in the next segment, we're going to be talking about some products that I can't believe what people paid for them, are paying for them, hoping to make money. And there's a lot of people that are sitting on inventory out there that wish they weren't, that they personally bought, and they're calling me up going, now what do I do? And I'm going to give you fair warning, and I'm going to give you 4 vehicles that I told you not to buy at that time, and they're all singing the blues because a lot of people wrote checks for them and figured, I'm going to hang on to them a year or two, I'm going to make a fortune. Well, leprechauns and unicorns. I'm just telling you got to be really, really careful what you're thinking, hoping is going to make you money when it comes to an automobile. What you're thinking or hoping is going to make you money when it comes to an automobile. And for the people, I will never say I told you so, but when you call me and ask for help, I'm just going to tell it like it is. And a lot of people roll the dice on a bunch of products out there, and there's another one that they were just going cuckoo over, wanted to make sure they were on the list, and some of these people are losing tens of thousands of dollars again. But they had to be first. They had to have it, and they were going to make a fortune on it, and they're not.
Gotta have it.
Gotta have it. And I told them, there's one car they had to have, and I told them it was not going to turn into Bumblebee and protect them.
Yeah.
But they didn't care.
Yeah. Instead of the car transforming, he got transformed.
Yep.
He got transformed to a lot of money.
And then I had a bunch of people calling me last year going, man, you got to hook me up with your sponsor. I gotta have. And now there are numerous amount of these vehicles available. And if you're not the first one and you flip it first on the spot at that time, you're in trouble. Just not good. And so after 36 years in the industry, I've seen so much of this. And I get new releases. Everybody wants what's hot out there. You want that first edition. You want to be first in line and ride around and tell everybody about it. Well, you're not telling anybody what's happening when you go to trade it. So if you got the coin and you don't care, so be it. But that's not a lot of people. You're reading so many articles and you hear, this car had a sticker of 75 and they're selling for 150. Everybody's running out. You're paying a premium for it. And then not even a year later, guess what? It's worth $75,000.
60
or less. But some of the specialty cars, you look at your Corvettes, your LT1, LT2, LT3 are still doing great in the open market. Still doing really, really good. And then you have certain pickup trucks, all your Platinum editions, your Z71s and 72s, and all these off-road trucks, they're still bringing rain at the trade-in and at auction. They're bringing really, really good money. And now your sedans, your full line of sedans are killing it in today's market. They're doing really, really good. So be careful. I will give you my advice, and I will tell you what I think about it, and then it's whether you want to play or not. I don't know what to tell you on that, but I think I've got this down after 36 years that I can say, well, let's find out, A, how many they're building. Have they set a number on it? Then make the move on the vehicle. But if it's going to be a full-line production car, I'm not that guy to go, hang on a second here. I'm going to pay a premium for a full-line production. That will be a full-line production car. And what that means, they're fixing to start building a bunch of them. And then you go to trade in and go, wait a minute here. I paid $86,000 and now it's worth $66,000. Be careful. And that's what we do here on the Automotive Edge Radio
Well, like
Show.
she said, unless they don't care, and that's what they wanted to do because gotta have it, had to have it. And we get that. We understand people have those kind of funds to be able to do things like that, but most of the people I know don't.
Yeah, and there's been plenty of products out there where I tell people jump on it. 3/4-ton diesels.
1 minute.
I'm not turning anybody down. I'm saying, man, if you want a diesel pickup truck and you buy it right, you're going to be okay. Platinums. All the top-of-the-line cars across the board are doing really, really well and will be for a long time. I don't see that changing at all. Let's take a quick break. 214-787-1971. That's 214-787-1971. I'm Kurt Chase. This is the Automotive Ed Radio Show with the guru, Big Wheel Bo Carver. We'll be right back.
I had the wrong phone number up. Let it change. Sorry, folks, I had the wrong phone number up. And you can call in and let us, if you have a question, or you can make the comment on our
Carver home?
You should be on.
Not.
Sure.
Yep.
Let me see. Maybe I didn't enter the email. The password right. Let me see what it is.
Mine's frozen.
Hold on. Trying to get. Yeah, that's right. Move in here in the middle. I'm just trying to get things squared away here. Got all these dead gum. Isn't that cool? Got all these apps open slowing you down.
That's all. You whine about that every time you touch my phone.
You remember when we were talking about acronyms a couple months ago?
Yeah, exactly. Still working on that.
And have you trademarked your new name? The Overlord?
Oh, yeah, the Overlord.
You know what? I used that the next week in the show, and there was a couple of really nasty comments asking me who the hell I thought I was. And I went, I'm the Overlord. I mean, I don't know how many times I got to say it.
So wake up and smell the coffee,
The
baby.
lady goes, then why don't you just go to Comic-Con and be an idiot out there? I went, boy, that's so wrong.
Because it's easier to do it from here.
I don't have to put on a costume.
We're right
I'm the
here.
Overlord without it.
We need to get you turned up.
Oh, hey.
Funny.
Check your microphone. Yeah, you really.
Test.
He's hot.
Yeah,
Yep.
I got him.
Thank you.
We don't tell that just to anybody either.
It's gonna make me blush on air, man.
You're doing good.
And
Yeah,
I
we're
can't
here.
believe my coffee is still hot. Let's see, what would that be? 3 hours and 17 minutes later. That is darn impressive.
Yeah, that is pretty impressive. Did you put like hand warmers in it?
You know, I don't know how this technology
It's a
works.
Dallas Cowboy mug. I'm surprised it wasn't cold about 5 minutes ago.
Right. Well, so what
What
they
happened
do?
to your thing?
uh,
His little
I
piece.
think I might let
Oh,
knocked
the
it off
fan, I'm
in
sure.
here.
the thing is, since they can't win playoff games, they make good cups.
Yeah. We don't suggest that you put money on the Cowboys, but you can buy their pair. Their
Pick your strengths,
items.
man, you know? Yeah, that's a great quality items.
It keeps your coffee warm.
Yeah.
Always on sale.
You'll get cold to the Cowboys.
Yeah, exactly.
But stay warm by buying their mug.
Yeah. That's,
I don't know where that
keeps
top
you
went.
warm, almost like the feeling of success.
Yeah, my buddy goes, what do you think about when they win the Super Bowl? Like,
We toured the Star when I first started. Like 20, it was end of 20. It
You're
was
talking about the one in Frisco?
like the beginning of 2017. And I went out there and they take you on the tour, you know, and they're going through the Super Bowls and everything. And I made a comment without realizing that I was going to upset people twice.
Twice.
And she was asking people when the last time the Cowboys won a Super Bowl was, and it's 95 or 96. I can't remember.
It was 85.
95.
Wasn't that
And I said, oh, dang, that's before I was born. And then I had people mad at me because I didn't know. And then I had people mad at me because they felt old. And then the people were just mad that the Cowboys hadn't won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, so you had three.
yeah, that was the year Barry Switzer won.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you had two with Jimmy Johnson, one with Barry.
I was -3.
Yeah.
So I told them what they need to do is just go ahead and make first-round playoff hats.
Hey, that's hilarious.
every year.
Divisional runner-up.
Yeah.
Like,
I
oh, that's hilarious.
And you know what they'll call the hat? One and done.
Ooh,
like that even
Yeah,
better.
just go ahead and just one and done the hat with a big D in the
That's
middle
brilliant.
of it.
That's the way they roll. For
That's
sure.
right.
that's what the upside-down
Shows
Dallas
you how
is.
smart our quarterback is. Now he's wearing a hat with the D on backwards. Like that's supposed to be really cool. That's dumb.
Did you see him trim the goatee or trim the beard into a goatee?
Yeah.
He looks like The Rock.
Yeah, well, he looks like something. Doesn't need to be playing football for the Cowboys anymore.
Yeah.
214-787-1971 is the number. That's 214-787-1971. It's the Automotive Edge Radio Show, helping you with all your automotive needs, whether you're buying, selling, trading, leasing, parts, service, or body shop. We're here to help, hopefully, sometime down the road. Hey, Bo, is this your birthday week?
Yes, this was my birthday week, and I want to say to everyone that posted and sent
How do you
me
get a
messages-
birthday week? I barely get a birthday.
Well, my brother called me last night and asked me the same thing.
When you were working for Judge Judy, did you have a birthday week?
Oh, of course.
How did I not know that?
Really?
Yeah, I worked for Judge Judy for 15 years.
And Judge Judy took care of you for the whole week?
Yeah. of
Wow.
course.
Judge
Nice,
Judy.
nice.
But I want to thank everybody for the awesome.
My wife gave me
birthday
a
week.
bag and told me to go pick up dog poop on my birthday.
Well,
It's my birthday.
she didn't treat me
about
that way.
I was like, I don't get any special treatment. She goes, yeah, tomorrow.
She didn't treat me that way.
Huh.
She treated me special. Yeah, so did you,
Yeah.
though. And I want to say thank you for everybody for doing that. It's been a great week. And if you have somebody that you want to send a shout out to, birthday or anniversary.
Why are you rubbing legs with me here?
I'm not trying
Hey,
to.
he's just-
Andrew, God, really?
This way.
Yeah.
I know I'm pretty, but you're taking it to a different level.
He's right. What did you say, Maddie?
That's excellent.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
You got Ralph online.
Okay. Just call in the show. Let
Tell
us
them to call in bottom of the hour, please.
and say, wish somebody a birthday or anniversary. We'll take the call. We'll put you on there so you can do that, or you can post it on our Facebook feed or YouTube feed. Happy anniversary or birthday to somebody with something special, and we'll send them a shout out while we're on the radio.
Cool.
That's pretty cool.
Joining us here, Cameron Martin. Oh, no. We have Andrew today.
This is the worst day of my life. If it wasn't Bert's
Andrew
birthday week, this would be tough.
Boaz.
Hey, that was a cool intro.
That's like a cool baseball name.
That was a cool. Well, I can't play baseball. I was
What
played
about
football all right. I played football all right.
But if you did, what would be your up to bat song?
What's your favorite song?
No,
My
yours.
favorite song? Oh, it's any disco song. Pick one.
See, I like Staying Alive. Staying Alive's a cool
There you
song.
go.
Yeah.
That's groovy.
That's good.
That seems like a good. You kind of like
and
do
it'd
the
be
shimmy
good
when you
because
walk
you want
up.
to stay alive at the plate.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's
Yeah, Bo
symbolic.
wants to get up to bat while they're playing Karen Carpenter.
What's that Shania Twain song? The Man, I Feel Like a Woman, Walk Up to the
Yeah.
Bat. That'd be
That's
a good
right.
song to do that too.
Or sometimes I feel like a woman.
Yeah.
That's right.
I led sorry.
So we're out here at Grapevine Ford, home of the Love It or Leave It promise, the true Love It or Leave It, where there's no gimmicks or games. You bring it home, which I always told the story that people, the gentleman surprised his wife with an Explorer. They got it home. They did a mock setup for their travel. It didn't work. It wasn't big enough. They brought it back that day and got a new Expedition, no questions asked. And that's the way they do business. Now, Cameron has come by about 10 different times about Truck Month. And the cool thing about this Truck Month, which you have now Truck Months with Ford, is that not only do you get the discounts, it's always been either or.
Right.
We're going to chunk your rebate and then give you, or you get a special APR. We're going to give you this discount, or you have to do it for this. You're rolling it all into one. I mean, you're going 72 months, 1.9. He said the average discount on some of these trucks are 10 grand up to 12,000 bucks.
Oh yeah.
How do you like me now?
A lot. Yeah, no, I mean we've been moving trucks. I mean they gave us objectives to hit these last 2 months. I would strongly advise coming to get a 23 while we have them left, because with the deals that you're talking about, I mean $10,000 to $12,000 off, 1.9% financing for 6 years. I mean it totally goes against all the inflation we've seen in the last couple of years, right? It puts trucks affordable. You can get the truck you want and not break the bank doing it, right? 1.9 is free money. Come get a new pickup.
Yeah, well, the other thing, too, is a lot of people are concerned when you drive off the lot, you have negative equity.
Not when
You
we're
buy a
taking
new
10 grand
vehicle,
off.
you drive it off the lot, you have negative equity. When you have that big of a discount, when you're driving, in my 36 years in the auto industry, a lot of times you would tell people you need to put 20% down plus TT&L to be in an equity situation when you're driving off the lot. Now, with the discounts that you're giving on these vehicles, you're sitting pretty driving over the curb.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. On top of being in the equity position like you're talking about, the cool thing with the F-150 and F-Series specifically is this year will be the 48th year in a row they've been the best-selling truck in America, right? So
That's
not
half
only,
Bo's age.
Yep,
Pretty impressive.
Yep. Bo turned 94 this year.
I mean, you look good for 96.
yeah,
Doesn't
you
he look
do.
good for 96?
He really does.
Thank you.
She
really
agreed.
does.
96 looks good on you.
You look good for 96?
That's the new 100. Way to be, Bo.
Would you date a 96-year-old?
Hey, man.
Hey, I've already got my move
There
going.
you go. All right.
It's the most game I've seen from a 96-year-old. That was
Right.
good, man.
So, I noticed that, when I'm booking vehicles out, I'm getting all the appraisals and everything, there's no such thing as a bad truck. Everybody builds great trucks. And one truck that's just really on fire, I'm getting a lot of calls and a lot of great reviews and everything on, is your Ford Maverick. I was really thinking it was going to be like one of the, long before you were a twinkle in your mama's eye, the Ford Ranger was a tiny little vehicle.
Yep.
And it was, pretty much a Mazda B220.
Right.
And so the motor, the transmission, which Ford ran on their Rangers for many, 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 many years. In fact, your buddy next door, David Klett, was my boss when I was selling Ranger trucks, $89.95, and you didn't even need credit. If you had 6 month paid insurance and no derogatory credit, you're driving a Ranger.
Wow.
Well, I thought when the Maverick came out that it was going to be the same size of, something. It looked like a disposable truck. No. But I got to tell you what, that thing is killing it.
Yeah, I mean, we can't hold on to them. I mean, it's something where the units that are in our inventory now are customers' orders. Every one of them's picking them up, right? They're ordering the car, they're getting them, 5 to 6 months later, because the pipeline's starting to speed back up. But we can't keep them on the lot.
Well, Bobby and Annette, my sister's family came in and ordered one last month and loaded it all up, and she goes, "That's incredible that you can still get a discount ordering a vehicle." And so that's why you go to Grapevine Ford.
Yeah,
everybody thinks because you order one you got to pay the premium. Not true. No. You still get your discounts and whatever becomes available when it hits.
Right.
You can't lock people in on APRs and incentives, so you'll get a discount, and if something shows up when the vehicle hits, you get that as well.
Right. And you can lock if it's the same model year. So like the 24s are in the plant right now for like Explorer, right? They're not running anything on 24 Explorers, so it wouldn't make sense to lock it in. But like if they came out with, 0 for 48 or something like that, and you ordered that day, you would get that when it lands, which is very cool, because you get the exact car you want, you lock in the incentive for it, and I mean at that point all you got to do is wait for your personal vehicle to be built. You like DoorDashed a car. I mean that's really cool.
So your Bronco is still a incredible selling product.
Oh yeah.
When I look at it, that's not the Bronco I was selling. I was selling a full size Bronco. We had XL, XLT, and Eddie Bauer. There was no Platinum Edition or anything.
OJ was driving it.
And that's right. And then you had the Bronco 2. Same thing. And if you bought an Eddie Bauer, on the back of the seat was all pine trees, and you got Eddie Bauer luggage when you bought it. Man, you were the cat's meow. It came in 2 colors, blue with the tan or red with the tan.
Ooh.
And I was amazed that I had a bunch of people say, "I don't care about the luggage." Well, I'll take it. I had like 8 sets of Eddie Bauer luggage. People would "Hey, you want this stuff?"
Yeah.
Is that red and tan similar to my Expedition?
Yeah.
Is that one there?
Yep.
Well, that's an Eddie Bauer too.
Yeah.
So those are great.
Did you get the luggage, or did your brother?
My brother
keep it?
got that. I got to ask him about that.
Yeah, he's got that luggage. Eddie Bauer luggage is very durable
I got to
too.
give him a call on
Doesn't
that.
matter the year;
I got
it's still
that
good.
Vehicle from him. He owes me some luggage.
Yep. How's your Mach-E doing?
Well, better. So Tesla's been cutting the price of their car for the last couple of years, and Ford about 2 weeks ago re-invoiced every Mach-E, every 2023, and then they cut the prices for 24.
A lot of people hated Elon for doing it. So everybody come out with their electric cars and price them around Tesla.
And then Tesla dropped the price.
Here, let me do this.
Yeah.
He would drop 10, 15, 20 grand.
Well, on average, our Mach-E's, before our rebates, are $10,000 less than they were a month ago.
Yeah.
Right, and just MSRP. Right, so then we're going to discount it. Then you're going to get your rebate. Then you're going to get, right now, there's 0 for 72 on every 2023 Mach-E.
How about that?
0% for 6 years.
0 for 72.
And they're $10,000 less than they were a month ago, right? So if you want a Mach-E, now is the time to come get a Mach-E.
So if you bought one and you feel like you paid too much, now come trade it in for 10 grand off, and you're sitting pretty when you drive off.
Right. And you got free money.
That's right. Hey, let's take a quick break. 214-787-1971. That's 214-787-1971. Join us on the Automotive Edge Facebook page, Shifting Gears Facebook page. Join us now. We're on YouTube, and we'll take all your questions. We'll take your phone calls, 214-787-1971. We help you with every make and model, where to go, who to see, and what to do when buying an automobile, bringing you 36 years experience. And if I don't know the answer, I'm sure Bo does.
Oh, yeah, I got all the answers.
Do you? Mm-hmm. You ready to go?
So what's Kurt's name again? What would
the Overlord?
The Overlord.
Yeah.
The Automotive Overlord.
All right.
That's right.
Like it.
Let's take a quick break. We're going to pay some bills, introduce you to some great sponsors. Don't go away, because we'll be right back.
That was nice.
Facebook is rocking. YouTube is blowing up.
We got Jesse Hall.
We got Jesse.
He says he's got him.
Yeah, I've already. We need to keep Jesse on. He needs to call in and talk. Jesse needs to do that. Jesse, 214-787-1971.
I'll post the phone number on the deal.
Give us a call, Jesse. I told Jesse I need a pool pass. I want to just borrow his pool.
A pool pass?
Yeah, I need a pool pass.
So there it is, Jesse. It's 214-787-1971.
Yeah, if you got a minute, give us a jingle. I'll be over there next week. Classic Kia Carrollton, 35 and 121. I got to figure out the shortcut to get there. I get on 35, I go all the way down to Sandy Lake and come back around. And he goes, Kurt, you only have to take this street. And I've never found it.
Well,
I know I'm challenged. I used to ride on the special bus. I can't find the back way to simplify to get to Classic Kia
We
Carrollton.
go through this every time we're there, and he tries to tell people how to get there, but he didn't know how to get there himself.
That's fair. Yeah. And hey,
Just take a helicopter.
yeah, just fly.
Yeah, land on the back lot and walk up by a Kia.
Do what Taylor Swift would do, and take the 737
Yeah.
from your house in Arlington to Carrollton.
I'm going to have to get, next time I go over there, I'm going over to Jesse on Tuesday. I'm going to take him to lunch and have him show me the back door.
There you go.
I don't know how to do it. I don't. The last time I did, I drove down. Next thing I'm behind a warehouse. I got security coming out. He goes, what are you doing? So I'm trying to get in the Kia. He goes, well, you might want to exit off the highway. Okay, well, duh, I should have, but,
That's funny.
yeah, that dumb lady on the thing. Take a left, take a right. I was ready to choke her.
He says Jesse's working out.
Oh,
Try Waze.
Hercules.
He said, use the Waze app.
I did, and I wound up behind a warehouse, and the road went from 2 to narrow, and then I got security outside.
Well, the automotive guru here is
What's his
great
name?
in knowing
Paul,
about
the mall
automobiles.
cop, all over my car. Hey, what are you
Paul
doing
Blart.
back here?
But he
Paul
didn't know.
Blart.
I know Paul Blart.
I said, sir, I'm just trying to get to Kia. Please leave me alone.
On the ground, sir.
That's right. It's, squats falling out of the sky. And I just was trying to get to Kia.
Well, it's easy for me to get to. I just exit Frankfurt.
You just follow directions and
exit
arrive.
Frankfurt, and it curves right in. You cross over Frankfurt and go right into their dealership.
You exit Frankfurt off of the tollway?
Off of 35. I come from the north. You come from the south. So I'm coming from the north.
No, I go out 121, but then I take 35 south and loop around off Sandy Lake. And that's not the way to go.
No, that's not.
That road is beat up more than Joe Frazier. I mean, it will tear your. And now they're building this big overpass, and that road is chewed up.
Yeah.
I remember the first time
Have
I
you
hit that
even
in my
Googled
sports
to try
car.
how to get there?
I wanted to call the highway
No, he
department,
hasn't.
tell them they need to realign my Corvette. That was
Really?
terrible. But Jesse needs to hold my hand and show me the easy way to get there.
He's exercising.
He's exercising. Hercules.
You're going to have two people that are going to be starting.
I know he's got technology around his head or something. He's got a microphone or something.
You should
I
have.
could try ways.
Exactly.
I'm gonna try it again, but if I go to jail, I'm sending the bail ticket to Classic Kia Carrollton.
What I don't understand is if he's seeing us on Facebook, he's got to be watching us on his phone.
Yeah.
More than likely.
And he can hear us.
So he ought to be able to call in.
You'd figure.
Seems like he's
Maybe he
afraid.
doesn't want to have to be breathing too hard talking about.
I think he's scared of the Overlord.
Oh, Jeff's pretty good shape. He was.
15
he went to
seconds.
OSU as a wrestler.
Yeah, I knew that. We talked about that one time. Yeah.
And he's got to stay in shape because his boys are bigger than him. He's got to keep them in check.
Yes, he does.
I remember the first time my boy says, "Hey, Dad, how long do you think it'll be before I can take you down?" I said, "Here's the deal. Wait till I'm in my casket."
And then you better have some good
That's
luck.
right. Got to keep them big boys in check. 'Cause all my boys are bigger than me.
Don Carlnita says, love, peace, and soul.
There you go. 214-787-1971. That's 214-787-1971. And while we got Jesse online, I was talking about this a couple of times on our previous show because we come on at 8 o'clock on 1190 KFXR. Your EV3 and EV4 are not available till after the year because now Kia's got their plant in Georgia building them so they can get you the full tax credits on their EV line. But they do have the EV6 and the EV9 0 APR. And let me tell you what, when Jesse told me the discounts he's doing on those, if it's electric and it's Kia, the place, Classic Kia Carrollton, Jesse Hull, family owned and operated, and let him help you out with your Kia needs because I got the Telluride, the Sportage. They've got The Kia Soul, they got the K5 in stock, ready to go.
They sell the Springer.
But the
Stinger.
Stinger.
I'll get it right.
Try one more time.
That's one. That's Purple Haze one's one of those.
Yeah, get them because they're going away. But your EV6, EV9, he's not missing a deal on it. He wants those cars gone. And the place, ClassicKiaCarrollton.com. Joining us today, Cameron Martin. It's not Cameron. I don't know why I'm doing that.
Well, they both
all the way from San Jose, Andrew Boaz.
Stepping up to the plate.
Remember that song? Do you know the way to San Jose? La 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 la.
Do you know the way?
Who sang that?
Yeah, it was.
Was it
Carpenters?
No.
No, it was.
DW.
I lost it.
Dionne Warwick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's before my time.
Yeah, she was a baby when you were listening to music. 214-787-1971. That's 214-787-1971. Joining us. What's your title around here? Car Guru?
Assistant director. Car Guru. I like Car Guru. That's fun.
And we're not talking about the Car Gurus where you shot. We're talking about the Guru.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, when you look up Guru in the dictionary, it says Andrew Boaz. So
yeah.
You know, what more was that?
Yeah, don't fact check him. But,
hey, one thing,
that's about right.
There's a lot of people on the bubble that are saying, and I get these emails all the time, can't buy a car. I got a 650 Beacon. I got a 675. I can't get a good rate.
Come on,
I'm going, let me help you.
Yeah.
Ford has more tiers of financing than any other manufacturer. It used to be Stellantis, Chrysler. Now it's Ford.
Yep.
So you find ways to put people in cars because we know bad things happen to good people. COVID destroyed a lot of credit.
Yeah.
But your finance guys, you know, when Cameron and you guys look at a car deal, you know where to send it. You don't have to shotgun it out to 30 banks. I don't care if you got 100 banks. A good dealership can look at it and go, hang on, I think these 2 banks are going to vie for the business.
Right.
Whether and obviously, you know, you have to, everything goes to FMCC.
Right.
You know, your prime folks, everything goes to Ford. But then you have other lending arms to go, hang on a second here. Here we go. And then pit one against the other because your job is to find the best price to get them financed with a good rate so they come back again and again and again. Just the way it works.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, Ford Motor Credit's great. I mean, they bought me personally. I did the old co-sign with somebody.
You had, a 422 Beacon?
Yeah, I was a 422 with 17 repos. I was 18. No, I did the old co-sign with somebody, and she missed a couple payments. And then I bought a Fusion with them. It was a 2018 Fusion. That's what it was. They bought me at like 3.9 when I was a 640. 650, and I've gotten 0% on every truck since. The one that I bought 2 weeks ago got the 1.9 for the 6 years, right? Just because you paid them well once. I mean, they want the business, right? It
doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. You know, when I was in the car business, you know, we had 36 months, then we went to 48. We're doing cartwheels.
Right.
And then many years later, when it went to 60, we're going, good gosh, they did open up the floodgates. And if you had anything under 650, there were 17.99, 17.
Right.
And there were so many aggravated, mad people. Now, smart dealers make smart decisions.
Right.
Because you want them back.
Right. Well, that's the biggest thing, and that's why we've been. I mean, the biggest thing's retention, right? In whatever form. If that's my sales staff, right, I want to make sure that the
Who's
employees.
This guy here?
That's Drew. That's our general sales manager. He looks like Clifford. The big red dog today. Yeah, takes a special kind of guy to wear red shoes on a Saturday.
He's that,
but he did it.
He's that polka dotted pool ball.
Yeah, no, kind of. He kind of looks like Elmo today.
You know, you have all these different things. Which one doesn't belong?
Yeah,
you know, like 3 bananas and an apple.
So we told him his wife has been sharing a bunch of.
Hey, Jazz, if you're listening, we're just having fun.
Yeah. Oh God. His wife's been sharing a bunch of old pictures of them from like late 2000s, and he looks like the Jersey Shore cast in every one of those pictures. He's got the spiky hair. I mean, he wears the V-necks. You know, all of it.
Yeah, with the jacket, 86 the shoes.
Yeah, the shoes are too much. Just wear a pair of white shoes.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Or black ones.
Or black shoes.
Yes, black would have been better.
Yeah, anything.
But that's,
anything would have been better.
Yeah, that's 4th of July in movement.
Yeah, very patriotic outfit he has on.
Let's go with patriotic.
Celebrating early.
Yeah, but the retention thing, right? We want to see our customers again. I mean, the goal, obviously, we want to sell you something now, but we're not doing our jobs right if in 3-4 years, which is the average turnaround, you don't say, hey, we had a great experience there, let's call them back, right? Let's call those guys back and see if we can work another deal out, right? I mean, I give all the customers I personally talk to in the store my cell phone, and they call me for whatever they need. Right. I mean, it's just something where we want to hear back from them. Leasing, the rates for leasing have gone down tremendously. I mean, obviously, we'll see those people again in 3 years because they got to come in and get another one.
Yeah,
right?
now you've set up where you can lease a truck.
Right.
You know, most manufacturers, they don't want to lease their truck because we know what we do with them.
Yeah.
We know how hard we use them. And back well before you were born, it was such a huge profit center. When somebody pulled up, we'd take it over to the body shop and they'd say, okay, it's going to take $4,000 to fix. $4,000, that's why I leased it. Well, that doesn't belong to you. Now, when you turn in a lease, they're so lenient with the inspection. It's not like the old days. And to see where manufacturers say, okay, we want to start leasing pickup trucks, for me, it's a good deal because if you look at my truck out there, it's spotless. But I don't use it for construction or business or hauling or anything. I don't have boats or trailers or anything. Mine is for pleasure only. Right. And so mine stays, I'm very anal about my vehicles. But for the average person that we know you're going to use it, you know, some dings and scratches and all that stuff, it's not that big a deal in inspection time anymore.
Right. Our lease guy, Curtis, which you know Curtis.
Yep.
He always told me, practically, as long as you don't bring it back in pieces or on fire, we can figure it out.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean literally driving it into the parking lot while it's ablaze. You know, I mean we can. If it was previously on fire, we could probably figure that out too.
As long as it's not set upside down on a tow truck.
Yeah, right, exactly. I mean, there's so many ways to go about doing it. You know, and I mean, it's just there's so many options out there for getting you exactly what what you want in the payment range that we're looking for.
Well, the cool thing in Texas is you can almost say that on pickup trucks, conditions don't matter. Someone's going to buy it.
Right. Well, that's the other thing.
But it doesn't listen. I'm not telling you go out there and destroy it and bring it back. Don't worry about it. You still need to take care of it and realize the bank owns.
Well, also you're a lot more lenient too if they go to release another one.
Right. Well, and that's the thing, right? More. Ford's schedule is every 3 years they do a redesign or a refresh on pretty much all the vehicle lines. Right, every 3 or 4 years. The F-150, it's consistently 3 years. They'll refresh it, and then in 3 years they'll redesign it. 24 is the refresh for the F-150, so they got a new front end. Right, the grill's a little bit different, the headlights are a little bit different, and the taillights are a little bit different. 21 was the redesign.
Let me ask you this, Cameron.
Cameron.
Okay, I want to do it again. You did give me.
You got to give me a nickname.
Yeah,
that's what it can be. It can be mean.
All right, before the end of the show, we'll have a nickname for you.
That's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
If you could, if Chaz comes up and says, "Hey, Andrew, I'm going to give you the keys to anything out here. You've been a good employee. What are you taking home?"
That's on the lot right now.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, just in general, I'd take the antimatter blue King Ranch F-150 with the two-tone.
Okay, Bo.
Or I'd take that Dark Horse.
The what?
Or I'd take that Dark Horse, but that one's not a manual, so I would order a manual.
Yeah.
Because I like the Tremec that they
I'd take a 3/4 ton Platinum.
Yeah, and he would just use it as a regular vehicle.
Yeah.
He won't pull a truck or trailer.
No one will touch it.
He's just going to drive it like a car.
Yeah, you're not going to touch it. There's not anything going in the bed or behind it. It's just going to look good all the time.
What do we got rolling now?
That's the Dark Horse.
That's Dark Horse.
Yeah, that's the new Mach 1 /
I'm sure they're hearing that on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
And that one ain't cheap.
That thing's beautiful.
214-787-1971.
That's what I want.
1971. That's 214-787-1971. When we get back, we've got a bunch of stuff to talk about here. And one thing I'm going to talk about is overpaying here on the Automotive Edge radio show. 214-787-1971. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Leanne says trucks are for using. That's all right.
Now leave it there.
Yeah,
just hang it on the back.
Yeah.
There you go.
Leanne says that trucks are for using. And he does use it.
Well, I know. You know what my truck is used for?
He does use it. He uses it to go wash it.
My boys use it for, Dad, can I use your truck for Home Depot or
Getting some.
can I help a buddy move? But then, the last time I let Ty do that, he brought it home, and I'm looking out the door, and his buddy jumps out of the truck and starts running.
Something's up, huh?
Zach comes in. He goes, "Hey, Dad, I put it in a no parking zone. A car ran down the side of it." Really? Where'd your buddy go? Oh, he's scared to death.
He should be. That's a good
And I
thing.
called the cop, and he goes, "I couldn't help your son. He was in a no parking zone, even though he was walking across the street and bringing it back. His car backed up and put about a $2,000 crease on it."
What car was that?
My red Silverado.
Oh. Yeah, trucks are for using, and I love trucks. I really do want to get another truck. Got a year left on this car, and once things get right, and you can help me get a good deal on that ILX Acura.
If you go to my beautiful niece's farm, there ain't nothing but trucks out there.
I know that.
Nathan.
And horses and everything else.
Yeah, he's got a truck, and then she's got a truck for her horses and trailers and trucks. And I guarantee both them boys going to be driving pickup trucks.
Yeah.
In fact, the youngest one, he's going to be a country music star.
Is he?
Yeah, I just watched his last video where he's strumming a guitar, having
Is
a
he
time
doing
of it. Oh, he's killing it.
You need to move in a little closer. Thanks to everybody on Facebook and YouTube for being a part of our broadcast today. And if you'd like to make comments on here, we will look at them and read them out, like we just did with Leanne Turney says, Uncle Kurt, trucks are for using.
They are. I use mine to get myself to here and there and to and from.
To and from?
To and from.
The car wash?
No, I wash mine. Melinda actually will take it out and get it washed at a car wash, clean it up, but I wash my truck.
I know you do.
Mr. Chase?
Yes.
Is that okay?
What was that? We missed you there.
Okay. Yay.
What?
I was just saying yay.
Oh. Is Ralph on hold?
Is Ralph
Did he call back?
Yes, sir. He's on hold.
Okay,
Got it.
good.
Yes, sir. He's on hold.
To get groceries, question mark? Leanne.
To get
Come
groceries.
on, don't take away my man card. That's just, God, that was brutal. You should have said
He drives it to Kroger. That's his hard reuse on a truck.
to the gun range or something. Man, I've
Yeah.
never shot a gun before, but I mean, something up the grocery store.
I may have to try to take care of that this week. Get out on the farm down with the spring break and go down to the farm there and let you
We
shoot
go out to
some.
Leanne's and shoot.
45 seconds.
Well,
We can shoot on your property, huh, Leanne?
You got
I think we
weapons to
can.
shoot? You ain't got nothing.
You kidding me?
I got a bunch for you.
Only thing I
to
can
try
do is shoot the breeze.
out. Well, you can watch me shoot while you breathe. I got a bunch of them.
I've never put a pole in the water and never shot a gun.
I've done that, but I'm not a fisherman. I don't like fishing.
You go out to Leanne, there's everything to do out there. Motorcycles, doom buggies, guns, cows, horses.
Well, we can go to Rick's farm, and man, we get lost back there. It's a great place to shoot.
Look at that. Of course, come on.
She can.
10
Okay.
seconds.
They got their own dirt track out there for motorcycles.
Oh, there you go. She says you're her favorite uncle. Come on, Leanne. Don't. Come on.
That's right. I am. Because she had surgery, and I promise you I'm the only uncle that was calling and checking on my sweetheart, making sure she was okay and if she needed anything. Well, she loves me so much because I love her.
That's
And
the way
I
it
call
works.
her.
That's why it works. That's how it works.
214-787-1971 is the number. That's 214-787-1971. This segment of the show is brought to you our favorite Chevrolet place, Eldorado Chevrolet in McKinney, 380 and 75. Just go meet them and see that, you can shop without pressure. You don't need a Social Security number to test drive. They're going to give you all the information, so whether it's this week, next week, or next month, they're ready to go. And Jason Long, the new car director, he'll tell you, pressure makes diamonds, doesn't make happy customers. And, when I was running dealerships, I always told the salespeople, not everybody's ready to buy. Don't force them. Help them. And that's the way they do things at Eldorado Chevrolet in McKinney, 380 and 75. Stop out there and meet them right next door, Tommy Melton at Eldorado Mazda. And let me just tell you what, he was sending me the specials. They are killing it. CX-5, Mazda 3, the new CX-9. They got you covered out there. And Tommy Melton, the same way. Hey, let's show you everything about what we have. and then you let us know what's right for you. Right there at 380 and 75, Justin Griffin right there in the middle and pre-owned, putting all the money in the trades. The place, Eldorado Chevy, 380 and 75, 7-time Chevy Dealer of the Year in a row. Number 8 banner, I'm sure is going to be hung pretty quick. Online all the time at EldoradoChevy.com. That's EldoradoChevy.com. So
We have Ralph on the line.
yeah, let's go to Ralph Paul. Ralph, how are you, buddy?
Well, I'm doing absolutely wonderful. Good to hear from you guys.
Did you stay up last night practicing on the pinball?
I had thought about it. But,
Okay, because
I'm ready to,
I did pick up a roll of
go to
quarters.
war
I'm
with
ready
it
to roll.
anytime.
I got my roll of quarters, Ralph. I'm ready. So, Ralph,
That's
the owner,
positive.
your CBD store in Keller,
Hey, I bought a Ford truck out there.
you did. And Mr. Cameron Martin helped you out
I
with that.
did. And I had a great experience with Cameron. And I've also had some service with it. And Pete Rochelle was the service director, and I had a great experience with them. So just, a lot of times you hear some of the complaints, but I had a very positive experience with the Ford dealership.
You know, Ralph, he talks about the service with Lexus, and then for him to call me up and go, hey, I got to tell you what, I just love the service there, because he's used to a very different way of servicing the automobiles, but he said he got the same gig out here at Grapevine Ford, and that's a good testimonial. Let's talk about your CBD store in Keller. Go to yourcbdstorekeller.com. Free delivery. You got your QR code. You can see what you're putting in your mouth or on your body, and it's not about the high, it's about the health. And you got some good specials going on right now at your store, and let's talk about them.
Yes, sir. This is a National Sleep Month, by the way. Okay, so we've become more of a plant science company, and one of our very popular products is our CBN for sleep. And it comes in a gummy or a tincture, and it's one of the strongest cannabinoids for a restful night's sleep. So our new improved formula has over 400% more CBN than it used to. So we sell a ton of it. It's a very effective product, and keep in mind we're one of the few organic CBD companies in the world, and we do ship for free.
I was out there and picked up some nighttime gummies, and Ralph gave me a packet of the CBG. Now, my wife lives, eat, and breathes CBG. I've never done it, but I got one of those little sample packs. And this week was my invoicing day in my commercials, where I had to go through about 1,000 commercials and 14 different commercials, get them ready and invoice and blah, blah, blah. I ate one at 8 o'clock in the morning, and could not believe within 15 minutes how much I was focused and how good I felt. And I didn't need an energy drink, Ralph. It was impressive what that Chewy did.
I took one of the sleeping gummies for the show this morning.
Absolutely. Hey, by the way, happy birthday, Bo.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. It was a great week. And did you see the big kiss I got?
How does it feel to be 39?
It's better than being 89. Did you see the big kiss from Kurt Chase? Did you?
I did. You two lovebirds.
Yeah. We'll wait till your birthday, Ralph. We're doing the same thing with you, buddy, so get ready.
Gotta get a good
So,
pick.
you know what? It's not just about sleeping stuff.
All
Now,
right.
You've got collagen creams for the ladies. Your hand lotion is unbelievable. Your body lotion, excuse me. And then the other night, I could smell the bath salts coming from the bedroom. I mean, you've really got some great things to benefit you inside and out.
Yes, sir. A lot of people are using the bath salts also for foot soaking. And the lavender seems to be the most popular. And so people are using that to soak their feet. And, they do that before they go to bed, and they're telling us they even sleep better from it. So very positive.
Free shipping, online all the time at yourcbdstorekeller.com. Look at the QR codes. But here's the thing. If you're not sure, pick up the phone. There's a phone number on it, or they have a brick and mortar there right on Main Street in Keller. Stop in and just have a conversation. Have a nice macaroon, sit on the couch, and find out the different benefits from their seltzers to their creams to their gummies to so many different products. Remember, USDA certified organic, and just learn. There's CBD, but then there's your CBD, and it is a different product and process. Ralph, have a big Saturday. I'll see you shortly after the show.
You got it, gentlemen. Keep up the good work. Thank you.
You bet. Ralph Paul, the owner of Your CBD Store in Keller. Go to yourcbdstorekeller.com.
We seem to have a longer pause with him today. Did you notice that?
Yeah, it's a big pause.
Like they do on the newscast when they're talking to somebody somewhere and got that longer pause. I wonder why that was.
I'm going to run through the funny laws since the people on
This is gonna
97
be
won the
beautiful.
free. Law in Texas, no honking after 9 o'clock at any sandwich shop or beverage stand. You're going to get a ticket. I didn't even know there's beverage stands around. But in California, it's illegal for women to drive in a bathrobe. Could you imagine getting pulled over out of the car?
Take that bathrobe off.
Take that bathrobe
You're not
off.
supposed to be driving that second.
Don't get it. Colorado, you cannot drive down the same street more than 3 times between 9 p.m. and 4 a.m. No drive-bys.
Just 2.5 times.
Yep. Here's one. Well, I'm going to save that to last. It's my favorite. In Maine, you can't park within 25 feet of a Dunkin' Donuts. Who came up with that? What? You know, that I'm telling you, their other job is head of an HOA.
What about a drive-through?
Well, that's drive-through, but you can't park within 25 feet of the building.
It's going to get that Hayes Donuts.
Do they not have parking places right in front of the door? But you can't use them.
Ah,
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I guess they've been measured more than 25 and a half feet.
Well,
and
they
that's
might
where you
have a
park.
little trouble with Dunkin' Donuts in that state.
Unbelievable. In New York, you cannot disrobe in your car. Can't disrobe in your car. If you do, you're in trouble. No disrobing in New York.
Now, disrobing or changing?
Same thing. Changing, can't change in your car. But here's the best one of all. In the great state of Illinois, where men are men and brainiacs are scarce, you cannot drive without a steering wheel. In the great state of... Why are they so hard in Illinois? I mean, what are they thinking?
Well, they have to monitor everything there, so that's not surprising.
I wonder how many tickets they've written for that.
You might be surprised. You may not want to know because you may not want to go to.
I got to find out. Could somebody Google that? How many tickets were given out in Illinois for driving without a steering wheel? I'm curious how many of those.
Somebody must have done it for them to come out with a law.
You know, I could have had a V8.
Yes, sir. You should.
Wow, and I appreciate my buddy. He keeps sending me all these crazy laws. And the thing about it is, I validated them.
They're still in the book.
He goes, "You don't believe me," and I said, "It's not that you don't believe me, but I just got to validate whatever I talk about on the show." And when I pulled it up, we're going to be going over these laws every week. Some of these are just outstanding. I found some new ones that are just, and I'm going to get off some of the automotive ones, some of these other laws.
Right.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Do you know there's a city in America where you can't stand on one foot?
I don't think I
Who came up with that one? You can't stand on one foot.
What if you only have one foot?
You're breaking the law. I guess so.
Sir, hop over here. We're going to arrest
30
you.
seconds.
That's right. Hey, when we get back, we got a whole lot more to cover. We're going to talk about what's hot and what's not to do and who's on fire, where all the money is here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show on 97.1 The Freak, part of the iHeartMedia Network. Join us on the Automotive Edge Facebook page, Changing Gears, and YouTube now. Quick break, pay some bills. We'll be right back.
And Facebook, thank you for being with us. And YouTube, if you know some people that would like to, you might think they might like our show, you can share YouTube a lot quicker to them if they don't have Facebook. In fact, if you share it to them and they don't have Facebook,
Don't ever dress like that.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Don't do that.
That's beautiful right there. Now that ought to be against the law.
That's some old school right there. That's a new law in
that
Texas.
should be a new
You cannot
law in
dress like
Texas.
that.
Yeah, that is old. I don't even know if that's even old school.
No, that's his school.
It's old school.
Hey, That is outstanding. And you know what? He is large and in charge.
And the balls to walk to the dealership.
He is chest out. I mean, he is happy.
Yeah, I don't know about that, man.
That is outstanding.
That's kind of shocking. That's definitely a law. No, that's prohibited. But if you know some people that don't do...
You know what, though? If he goes around town like it a few times, it's going to catch on.
Well, he will be noticed. There's no question. If you want,
we're going to be laughing next time we come out here, and there's going to be like 10 people dressed like that.
Yeah, we'll go through.
He started a new fashion trend.
The new salespeople are dressed like that.
Yeah, how did he get away? Well, he just started a new trend.
That's it, right there. You know, that's how things happen sometimes.
That's right.
Well, he does get noticed. I guarantee you that. No matter where he's at, he's going to get attention.
Harmon Robinson. Hey, Kurt. Hey, brother. How are you? Harmon, I met him many years ago. He was my used car manager when Jim McNatt Toyota Dodge was going. His son, Tracy, was our parts manager. And now Tracy does building cars and old cars, classics, bringing them back. Plus, he races cars.
Oh, sweet.
And Harmon now is in the real estate business. You know, Harmon ought to be a spokesperson for Cracker Barrel.
Oh, yeah?
I think he is the mayor of Cracker Barrel.
Well, there you go. Maybe he should.
If there's a good breakfast or something going on. Plus, he's always got all these women with him.
This is great.
I mean, every time he takes a picture, he's like with 4 or 5 women. And he wears the coolest hat. Harmon's got a cool hat.
I see on his Facebook page he does have a cool hat.
Yeah, he's got a cool hat. You and him had hit off. He got some cool hats.
I got one similar to that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, good people. Think the world of. He showed up for my 60th birthday. Blew me away. Yep.
How about that?
Yeah, he's the man.
I'm surprised anybody showed up. Well, good for him.
My sister Carol Ann is on her way to New Orleans and listening to the show. What are you doing in New Orleans?
The Mardi Gras was a couple weeks ago. Y'all a little late.
What a dirty, dirty place.
Well, actually, it's the better time to go after Mardi Gras.
I've been there, done that, and not
Did you go
going
Mardi Gras
back.
time?
Oh, no.
Yeah, no.
So I'm talking to a couple of the cops there, and I said, how does this go the next day? He says, incredible. They have a sweeper, the truck that sweeps. Then they have another truck with a high-pressure hose. And he said, we spray the drunks. If they don't wake up, we call the ambulance. And he's telling me, and I'm dying laughing.
That's great.
So the next morning, I get up early, and plus the place just stinks.
Yeah, of course. Well, they're using the bathroom right there.
And I said, how many people did y'all pick up? He goes, 12. We're halfway down the street. I'm going.
They need one of those big vacuums, you know, where you just suck them off the street.
And it just smelt so bad down there.
Well, does it smell as bad as like the in New York and the subways?
Oh, yeah. Easy.
Same kind of way?
Yeah. And but I would just tell you this. I was blown away by how many people were walking out there with a hurricane with this chain, with the drink hanging on the chain. Unbelievable.
Have you ever had one of those?
No.
They are potent as all get out. That's why they have the chain around.
Yeah, so what I did like was we picked 5 restaurants. The food was off. Acme Oysters is one of the best places I've ever eaten because I love oysters. Their grilled oysters are the bomb. And then we did the ghost tour in the cemetery, which was one of the coolest things because we saw a couple of ghosts. Literally saw a ghost.
I already talked about
And then there was a restaurant that we ate off one of the squares. And what's great at night, when you get away from Bourbon Street, out by this park, I forgot what it is, all the people that are singing and dancing and painting and a lot of card and tarot readers. Lots of people reading palms.
Well, you know, they claim that's kind of where voodoo came from.
Yeah.
You know, that area. And Carol, when you get there, get you some gumbo and ask for potato salad to be a little scoop potato salad in the gumbo. That's what everybody does over there.
Yeah, Harmon. Write this number down, Harmon. 214-226-9401. That's 214-226-9401. That's my cell number. Give me a buzz or send me a message with your number on it. And I'd love to visit with you. Love to catch up.
Carol said they're doing that ghost tour in cemetery next week or tomorrow.
Yeah, the ghost tour is cool. Depending, we had this one guy that looked like he needed to be a ghost, but he took us to a pond, and when they drained the pond, it almost, I don't know if it's a lake or river or pond, but it went a ways. They found 36 cars.
Wow.
36 cars. And then he showed us this video that a buddy of his took where all of a sudden this ghost appeared on the bank and went over and started knocking on the door. They got it on video, dude, and it is so cool. You can see the silhouette of a person.
Well, if the devil's going to live anywhere, I would think New Orleans would be the first place he'd go.
That's right. When the devil came down to
Georgia, but I think he's
Georgia.
ended up in New Orleans.
Yeah,
to stay.
crazy place.
No doubt.
Hey, this segment of the show is brought to you by Norm Reeves Honda Superstore, North Richland Hills. I was just over there the other day and visiting with Tyler, the new GSM there. Let me tell you, they got tax credits. They've got inventory. They've got CPO, certified pre-owned, and loading up. And one of their cool vehicles that a lot of people don't look at for that mid-sized truck is the Honda Ridgeline. And I like everything about it because I don't have trailers or boats or anything, which will handle up to, think about 6,000 pounds. The place for your next new Honda, go no further. Than 820 and 26 in North Richland Hills. Ask for Tyler and let him know you're listening to the Automotive Edge radio show. Then back in service. My adopted daughter, Marie, is now the service director there. And so from sales to service,
and
tires,
what a sweet lady.
Oh, she's a doll. Just love her. The place, Norm Reeves Honda Superstore, North Richland Hills. And you can do everything online. Your trade appraisal, your credit application. You pick out the car. When you get it, you got to drive it right into finance and right out the back door. The place, Norm Reeves Honda, NRH.com. That's Norm Reeves Honda, NRH.com. Good morning to Valerie. I love you. And hope all is well out in California. And you need to bring the bear with you to Texas. Love to meet him. Love to hug your neck. I'm going to tell you, when you're around Valerie, you're going to do nothing but laugh and have a grand old time. What a doll. Love you, miss you. 214-787-1971. Here's something I want to talk about real quick. A lot of people are running out. Here's what happened. Get this. The Tesla Cybertrucks. Everybody had to have one. They finally came out, so you either had level 1, 2, or 3, depending on how many electrical motors it had on it. Started around 60-something thousand, went up to 100,000. The Tesla Cybertruck are no longer commanding over 200,000 at auction, as more come to the resale market, with one wholesaler declaring a market crash Wednesday after selling one last week for $244,000.
Beautiful.
Wow. The reservations are backlogged. They're not coming in like they thought, and everybody's saying there's all these different problems. I think it's driver error. But Wednesday's Manheim auction in Dallas, the final bid is $195,000. Then there was a couple that went for $189,000. But the days of tripling your money, more than doubling your money, are gone. And here's where a lot of people get into trouble. I remember when the Camaro, the yellow one, the Transformer Bumblebee came out, and they just went nuts off of it. People paying $20,000-$25,000 over. There's a little issue down the road. The Mustang Bullet, everybody. I remember I have a buddy, a doctor friend, he $25,000 over. And I was like, you know what I'm going to make on this car? Well, he called me and I bid it, and it was ugly.
How much did he make?
I think he made an ulcer.
That's what I was going to say.
But here's the thing: great cars. They're phenomenal cars. The Bullet, the green one with the white shifter inside. I loved everything about that car. Still do. I would buy one, but you got to wait. And people that are rushing out, and then they call me going, "How do I get out of it?" Well, I'm same way you got into it. Pay your way out. It's a tough deal. The Corvette Z06s, I had a buddy spent out on the West Coast $100,000 over sticker.
Just had to have it, huh?
He had to have it, and then he called me up and he goes, "Hey, how are the Corvettes doing in Texas?" I said, "They're doing real well." And he told me what he wanted. I said, "You're out." He wound up selling for $167,000. I was like, well, be careful. And you know what? These are all fabulous automobiles. I'm just telling you, pump the brakes. And when you're paying that kind of money, if you're not paying the difference, you're going to have problems down the road. There are very, very, very few cars that are maintaining that kind of money all the way down. If you're buying a Ferrari,
but either way, you're
Rolls Royce.
But either way, you're paying. Even if you pay it up front, the difference or whatever, you're paying it there. I don't get why you'd want to do that.
Well, the GMC Hummer came out, and a buddy of mine, he calls me, says, hey, my dad wants that Hummer. He paid $105,000 over sticker. $105,000. I said, buddy.
Why?
He goes, well, my dad has the money. I said, well, that's the only way to buy it. But he's still going to lose. He is not. He goes, so he calls me up and he goes, hey, do you know anybody at the auction? I said, yeah, no doubt about it. Lost $40,000.
Well, I mean,
And he says, you know what? This auto industry, no. Don't blame it on the industry.
I just think, though, that, and I know I'm getting off a little bit here, but I just think people could have something really, really, really nice. And look what $40,000 would have done somebody that's in need. You know,
Well, let me just
groceries or clothes or something along those lines. And I'm going like, you know, be a little bit more.
Car enthusiasts don't care.
I know they don't. And I get it to some degree, but I think you could have both and be happy.
I agree. I mean, there's some cars that you're going to pay the premium from because of supply and demand. But when you have your big three, or even Toyota, Honda, Mazda, all of these companies that are out there that are non-luxury, super luxury, I tell them they're not building just a few. Like the S2000 with Honda, when it came out, I had people banging on the door, they're making bids on it.
Right.
Well, Mr. Eagle wouldn't let me sell it above sticker. And so I was just taking orders as fast as they were coming in. A lot of the dealers were getting, 10, 15,000 over plus ads. And then they were bringing them in. Here's the funny thing. Per dollar, the S2000 is worth more than it was brand new. The FJ Cruiser with Toyota, same thing. When you look at depreciation and time over time, has brought back a value that is unheard of. Kind of like some old classic cars.
Right.
But that's just not the case anymore. And so I have buddies that, they announced that there was an announcement. It was actually printed that they were going to come out with the Corvette SUV. I had people call me going, hey, can I leave them a $50,000 deposit? I want to be first. I'm going,
Wow.
well, they haven't even announced the build.
Right.
It's renderings. It's not true pictures. I'm going, so what are you going to do? I'm going to flip it and make money. That's a slippery slope, folks.
You might want to put that money in a savings CD.
Well, if you look at the Z06, you had to sign that paper that if you trade it within 1 year or sold it within 1 year, not trade it, but sold it in 1 year, you lost the warranty. But if you traded it back to Chevy for another Corvette, nothing happened.
Right.
But if you said, well, I'm going to buy a Z06, I'm going to flip it and make $25,000, that next buyer has no warranty.
Wow, that's pretty scary right there, isn't it?
Yeah, so you're in it for a year unless you can afford to, you convince somebody to give up the warranty. And I'm going, be careful when you're out thinking that I'm going to buy all these different vehicles and turn around. If that was the case and it worked so well, everybody would be doing it. Everybody'd be outright, when the Lightning came out or when the Raptor came out, when the new diesel Tahoes come out, people were running for. I had people call me, hey, can you do me better than $10,000 over sticker? I'm like, for what?
But then how long was it before they were just kind of out there for
6 months.
So you couldn't wait 6 months.
Well, here was the deal with the Tahoe and the Suburban. When you used to buy diesels, it was which if you look at the trucks, it was a $4,000 upgrade. Well, the diesel that's on the Tahoe and the Suburban is not the same that's on the pickup truck.
Right.
And it's a $900 upgrade.
Right.
So people are like, heck yeah. I can buy me a diesel Tahoe, a diesel Suburban, get 500,000 miles out of it. I'm only paying $900 upgrade for a diesel motor. I'm in.
Right. I
Well,
get that.
they were running around, and I kept telling them, go see Jason Long. Go see Jason Long. Oh, no, I got a buddy over here. What'd your buddy sell it to you for? I got a great deal at $15,000 over.
15,000 over. That's a great
Wow.
deal.
Well, everywhere I'm calling, did you call Jason Long?
No.
No, you didn't.
No.
And so now they're hard to come by, but they're coming down the pipeline. I'm telling people, take a deep breath. Be patient. Now, if Ford came out and says, hey, we're going to build, let's back up to when they first had the Mach-E. We've got the Mach-E coming out. We're only going to build 100. That's it. You could do okay there. But when we're going to build 10,000, you're not going to do okay there. So,
Well,
be
Valerie
careful on how
says
you're buying.
patience pays off, and that's true. That's the whole thing, and that's what they're paying for by not being patient. They're spending way more money they need to because they have to have it.
You wouldn't believe how many people come to my house, buddies and friends, going, check this out. And I do, but hey, let me ask you. Nope, I'm not getting into money. I'm not. You've already bought it.
I don't even want to know.
Well, I got a 72-hour law. Yeah.
Yeah.
72 hours if they come to your home, they misrepresent the car, period. Or if you show up medicated or drunk.
That's a good way to buy a car.
When you drive off that curb, it's your vehicle. And you need to remember that. 214-787-1971. That's 214-787-1971. I'm Kurt Chase with the great one, birthday boy, Big Wheeled Bo Carver. We'll be right back.
We got a lot of people tuned in today.
We do.
And appreciate y'all doing that. This is our second rendition of the morning Automotive Edge radio show. We're on from 8 to 10 on Talk Radio 1190 AM KFXR. And then we flip stations, and we also flip our Facebook feed. Just kind of reboot. We go from 10 to noon here now on 97.1 FM The Freak. And I'd like if you know some people you'd like to share the show to, a lot of times you can't share Facebook feeds to a non-Facebook person. They don't get them. So, but you can with YouTube. So if you know somebody you'd like to say, hey, you want to check out the show, you can do it now by going to YouTube and searching The Automotive Edge Radio Show. The Automotive Edge Radio Show. They can find us on YouTube and not have to be a member of Facebook. They don't have to, sign in and all that nonsense, and I get it. There's a lot of people out there that don't like these social media sites.
Well, you want to like and share because I promise you know someone that's going to be buying a car and needing a car, and they're going to need some help. In fact, out there where Valerie lives, one of my son's friends' father called me. He goes, hey, I'm trying to buy this TRD off-road Tacoma.
Right.
He told me what they were selling it for. I was like, holy cow.
It'd be a lot cheaper to fly down here and get one and drive it back. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I said, you got to pay your taxes and everything here, but then all you got to do is show that when you get to California. And I saved him $9,000. I said, how much is that airfare? He goes, $900. I said, well, I'm going to save you more than that 10 times.
Well, and that's what I try to tell people is that, don't think because we broadcast from Texas and then most of our dealers are here that sponsor the show from Texas. They sell people outside Texas.
Yeah.
So let them know. Let them know. And that they need something, like and share the show or call them up and say, check this out, or share them to their email address from YouTube, because they can get that information without being a Facebook, a follower, and they may not even have an account, but they can always go to YouTube. YouTube is always a place where anybody and everybody can go to.
But I did help some people with a Land Rover in California. I helped some people in Las Vegas, Nevada with a couple of Land Rovers, his and hers. I had a guy in New Orleans, and I hooked him up with a Toyota store. I did help a guy in New York at a Cadillac dealership. And it's just finding the network and making phone calls and going, hey, here's the deal. I remember the guy from New York, he was dying laughing. So you got a guy that was listening to your show in New York and wants you to help with the vehicle. I went, yeah. The craziest thing I ever heard. I said, what a concept, huh? So, not that I know everybody out of state, but if you just can't get to me, like Kelsey out in Philadelphia.
Right. Well, here's another thing too, is that a lot of the owners of these dealerships that they may know somebody. So
they're connected somehow.
Your interconnection, you may not know that person in Colorado or Maine or someplace, but they do.
Yeah, they have, a lot of the dealers have what they call 20 groups.
Right.
And when you have, several hundred dealers that I know, they're going to find someone in that group.
Well, my grandpa used to tell me, he said, it's not what you know, it's who you know.
That's right.
So you may think you know, but I can promise you when it comes down to just about everything, it's who you know.
Yep.
And that it's right here at the Automotive Edge radio show with Kurt. Just go to theautomotiveedge.com, click on Ask Kurt, put your phone number or just say, hey, give me a call. I got a couple of questions. I need some help. Instead of you worrying about it and getting frustrated over it or concerned or have an ulcer,
you'll never have to go, did I get a good deal?
Well, and it's similar to when you say this, you like having a good dentist, a good doctor, or this, that. Why you wouldn't pull your own tooth?
Yeah.
So we did. Let the good dentist do it.
We pulled our own teeth.
Yeah, back in the day we kind of did.
The string in the door.
Yeah, we did that. as little kids. I wouldn't advise that as an adult, but yeah, that's what you want to do. I'd like to play this song. Do you like this version?
This is the real version.
You like this better than the original?
This is the original.
I don't think so.
It is.
I don't think so.
I downloaded it from, I can tell you that. There's some things that you can debate. Disco ain't one
You
of them.
already know that. Sounds a little different, though.
It's the true one. A lot of stuff what's out there is the remix.
Okay. Gotcha.
When she released it, you hear very few instrument, and the funny thing is you can't dance to it unless you're jitterbugging or something. That's a tough song to dance to.
Felix is in Naples, Florida.
Yep.
Did you know that?
Yep.
Did he fly there?
Well, he bugged me 20 times to oversee his house.
Well,
and
he's
move his
already
trash
asking right
can
now.
and-
He's asking and bugging you again. Is my home safe?
Hey, here's the deal real quick, Felix. From now on, you didn't have crap in your refrigerator to eat. We had a party over there. The house wasn't put together yet. The backyard we destroyed. There's beer cans everywhere. But you need to put better food in your fridge before you leave the house if I'm going to take care of your trash can and keep an eye on the place, okay? All your booze is gone.
Well, I saw him. He posted it. He was flying on his plane.
Yep. 214-787-1971 is the number. That's 214-787-1971. It's the Automotive Edge Radio Show helping you with all your automotive needs. Burleson Nissan. I just went down there. It was so funny. I went to say hello to Justin Crane. I'm there for 2 hours.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be.
I love that guy. Not only does he know the car business as good as anybody, he's as funny as you can imagine. He's top of everything. Everybody that there was a deal, he was calling him in his office. Tell me about this person. Who's that on the lot? Who's helping? This guy is dialed in. And let me just tell you, one of the hottest markets, people are looking for those cars in the $20,000 to $30,000 price range. And one of the best products out there, I don't know why you don't go take a look at it, is the Nissan Sentra. And the Burleson Nissan right there at 35 in Renfro, he's got
Ruh-roh.
21 grand. Brand new 2024 Nissan Sentra. Go online to burlesonnissan.com. You'll see his inventory starting at $21,000 for that car. I'm a buyer. He's got 0 APRs over there, some incredible deals on pretty much every product. And you talking about a line of pre-owned cars. He's got a Maserati on his pre-owned line. Oh, Justin ain't scared.
Wow.
Yep. So from the Nissan Rogue, one of the top-selling products in the world right now, to the Nissan Sentra, I don't know why. People keep saying it's one of the best-kept secrets. It ain't a secret to me. Go drive a new Nissan Sentra at Burleson Nissan for $21,000. Booyah. Mm-hmm. I'm a buyer. Go to burlesonnissan.com. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, real quick, let's run through some numbers on who's really hopping right now, which means there's a lot of good inventory out there. There's a lot of great deals. One is Mazda. They're killing it right now. That new CX-90, which I absolutely love, the CX-5, the Mazda 3, I mean, their whole lineup. They got the CX-7, which will be out somewhere around August, I believe. So you have the CX-5, then the mid one, CX-7, and then your CX-9. CX-7 won't have a third row, bigger than the CX-5, almost as big as the CX-90. But without the third row, Mazda is on fire, and they have the inventory to back it up with low APR and big discounts. The Maverick Hybrid here at the Ford store, Grapevine Ford, home of the Love It or Leave It promise, right here between Main Street and Texan Trail.
That's a hybrid?
Well, you get either way.
Oh, okay.
But that hybrid Maverick, get in line, place your order. They still are discounting them. You can still get good deals. We have family come in and they ordered one.
Just got it.
All hybrids across the realm of the auto industry are killing it. And people that are trading in hybrids are very, very happy.
Bringing in the dollars, yeah.
Yeah, they're certifying those hybrids, and they're right back out the door.
And, we talked about that for a long time, that was what's probably going to happen when that started happening. The EVs are going to drop out.
Yep.
And you're seeing that already.
No doubt about it. Your average incentive right now, $25.65. So it's up about $90. But here's the thing. You don't want big incentives. You want low interest rates. You don't want big incentives. If there are big rebates out there, that's when trade values really start to dump. I would rather have a car that I can negotiate with a low APR and get all the money for my trade, because the more you get for the trade, the less you pay on taxes, because you pay taxes on the difference. If you're buying a truck for $35,000, your trade's worth $15,000, you're only paying tax on $20,000. So I would rather be financing less and paying less and getting more for my trade than going, where are all the big rebates and incentives? Unless you're buying a pickup truck, then it doesn't matter. Pickup trucks hold their resale value even with huge discounts and incentives. But cars, SUVs, you don't want big rebates. It will rock the market, and then you go back to the craziness of this extreme negotiating. I always tell people, I'd rather be at 0 APR or 1.9 or 2.9 and pick up an extra $3,000, $4,000 on my trade than a rebate, because you're not, that's before tax, and giving up all the money on my trade. Not going to do it. So be careful what you wish for. 214-787-1971 is the number. That's 214-787-1971. We get back. I want to thank everybody. I was in overdrive trying to answer all the questions from you, the listener. If you go to theautomotiveedge.com, that's theautomotiveedge.com, I can appraise your car, and I'll answer any question you got. If I don't have the answer, believe me, I'm going to get it real quick. So when you go to The Automotive Edge, you click on Ask Kurt, scroll down, there's your trade appraisal, and there's a place there to send me a question. Leave your name and number. If you just want to talk by email, we can do that too. And make sure that you're directed in the right place, because remember, once you drive over the curb, it's yours. Unless you're out on a BVA or a BCA, which is a barred vehicle agreement or a barred car agreement, you are going to own that vehicle. There is no returning. Hey, you know what? I drove it for a couple of days. Oh, I got that 72-hour law. I'm going to get rid of it. It doesn't work that way. If it's been misrepresented, and you can prove it, if they deliver it to your home and everything wasn't disclosed, you don't have all your paperwork, but it's very technical on a lot of these things. That's why you want to know before you go, and let us help you with your automotive needs before you get there, and make sure that when you get there, you have to drive the vehicle. I don't care if you're brand loyal. Go drive it, because they're all different. Spend the time driving, come back, you'll sign your paperwork, and you'll go home. Handshake, hug, or repair is all you can pay me or give me. I can't take any money or any funds from you or the car dealer. We don't broker, and we haven't in the 20 years that we've been on air. We just help you with your automotive needs. So if we save you time, volunteer. We save you money, pay it forward. That's all you got to do. That's how this thing works. And that's why we say be sure to share and like, the radio show, because there's always people out there that are needing help. Even when it comes to body shop, you wouldn't believe how many people have called me about wraps. Want to wrap their car. I'd never wrap my car, but there was.
Well, it depends on what you wanted to do with it. If you're doing a business and you want to advertise, you would.
I guess that, but I mean to wrap it.
We should have a vehicle
to wrap it just to change it.
We should have the Automotive Edge wrapped on something.
Yeah, so I have. I made a couple of phone calls. Sure enough, guess what? I got a buddy that owns a wrap business.
There you go.
And he's already done 3 cars, and I got a buddy of mine that needs just the roof wrapped, and he's going to knock that out. So we can help. And the bids that they got, he came in like $600 cheaper on each one. They're going,
there you go.
So, and all I do was a couple of phone calls, and he goes, Kurt Chase, Nimitz High School, Irving. Yeah, hey, buddy, you remember me? You just never know. For you. Yeah, so we want to make sure that you're with the right people, and it's not just the right people. It's the right people that are going to stand behind their product, and they're going to give you the warranty, they're going to give you the service. It's not one and done and goodbye, and then you try to get things done, and they go, well, go see the vendor.
1 minute.
That's really not our product. Go see them. That's not what you want to do. You want to be at all-inclusive at one place where they stand behind it. 214-787-1971 is the number. That's 214-787-1971. We get back your questions, my answers, here on the Automotive Ed Radio Show on 97.1 The Freak, part of the iHeartMedia Network. Bo?
Yes, sir.
Send us off.
Yes, we're going to take a short break. You're listening to 97.1 FM The Freak, the Automotive Edge Radio Show, every Saturday morning from 10 to noon. So be sure and tell everybody about us that we're here, and tune in. And they can follow us here on the Facebook Live feed at the Automotive Edge Facebook feed, and Shifting Gears plus YouTube. So share the word. We'll be right back. Don't go away. And we are here at the awesome Grapevine Ford in Grapevine, Texas, and they have been rocking all day. Kurt's over here jamming.
Oh, man, I love disco music. There's just nothing better.
I just wish we could get it back out to the people.
Uh-huh.
If you can hear the music on the radio, but you can't hear it on our Facebook and on our YouTube feeds because they make us pay.
Well, I'm thinking here.
Not paying money. They beat us up. We get shut down.
I think mid-year, I am going to go ahead and start taking some dance lesson at Arthur Murray Dance School right around the corner here.
For disco?
I don't need no, but I would love.
You're going to learn how to do this?
What? They never did that. That was only in the movie. Anyone that did it on the dance floor, we threw them out. There was always that one.
Of course there is.
There was this guy named Gary. He had a big afro, and he always wore a white suit with a black collared shirt over
Just
the edge.
like the movie, right?
And he'd come out there, and we were like, please don't. Please. Oh, Gary did it. He did it. And the girls loved it. That was the funny part is they liked it. I was going, man, we got to throw him out here. He's destroying. But
were they laughing at him more than liking
what
it?
I want to do is get Melinda where, we can push dance together and, do different dances together for different music. I think it'd just be phenomenal.
Well, take Barbie in with you because I don't know how to dance. I don't really.
Then why wouldn't you go?
I don't really want to learn how to dance.
So why would I?
I can barely stay in a hot tub on a cruise.
Does your wife know how to? She knows how to dance.
Oh,
When you were playing it,
she's
Grand Prairie?
she's a great dancer.
I love that she goes, is this your husband? The lady looked like, are you crazy? She goes, well, I saw y'all dancing. Can I dance with him? Because no one will dance. And she'd look back and forth. Well, I guess go ahead. She's out there cutting up.
I experienced that the whole time I was playing music a lot. And she would go out and she loved it, though. She misses me playing, I think, out live more than I do. Because she was able to go and meet the people, and a lot of them knew me because I was in the band. And she just, if she did know him, she'd say, "Oh, that's my husband or boyfriend up there. You don't care. Can we dance?" "Oh, sure." And she knows how to dance, and she loves how to dance.
Yeah, she can shake it up.
But I just don't. She gets mad at me too. But
buddy, there's no wrong way to dance.
Well, you know what? I may ask her if she wants to do that. I'm like an Arthur Murray place.
There's one right here in Grapevine, and when I called, they said, "What do you want to do?" I said, "I really like to push dance with my wife." Done. A lot of people don't know what push dancing is. Push dancing is where you never let go of your partner's hand. You're always in unison, whether you're spinning her in and out, whatever.
Right.
You just, and so there was a place called, it was right behind In Cahoots in Dallas when the bar business was huge. And my buddy and I would go over on Tuesday nights, and there was nothing but elderly women in there. Back then, we say elderly. They were, we were young. We're in our 20s.
Right, I got you.
Much older than us. Yeah. And we walk in, and it was push dance night, and with women.
Right.
And they were looking for someone. We'd walk through, and it was like meat at a butcher shop.
Yeah, we're the meat.
Hey, we'll buy you drinks if you'll dance with us. Me and Alan used to go up there, and man, these and we'd always say, "We don't really come on." They didn't care, and so we started. We were up there. He'd call
30
me.
seconds.
Hey, I'm on my way home. We're going to push dance. Yeah. You go out there. And we walked in there one night. They had a Mary Kay convention.
Oh,
and all these ladies. I'm telling you, it's amazing how these ladies can push dance like no tomorrow. And Al and I walked in our Jordache jeans, our cool silk shirt, and they were like, "Up, we're going to rope these two in," and we learned how to do it.
That's cool.
And I'd love to country and western dance. My sister Lily used to be a teacher, an instructor.
Are we on? I thought we were going. Oh no.
Mm-mm.
There we are.
Boogie Wonderland. So if you have a radio in your house and you turn it on, you can hear the music, but they won't allow us to play it on the Facebook
and YouTube. So we're dancing to air on the streaming.
214-787-1971 is the number. That's 214-787-1971. I'm telling you, if it's a Ford, Get out here to Grapevine Ford today. 1.9 for 72 months. Most trucks are up to 10,000 off, and they got some 12 grand off a brand new pickup truck. With, not either or, 1.9 for 72 months. You can't go wrong. It's Ford Truck Month, Stampede of savings time, and they got it cooking. 1.9 for 72 months, 10 grand off. Boo-yah. GrapevineFord.com.
And they are hustling and bustling around here, man. This thing's like little ants running around.
Yep.
Everywhere. Doing deals, doing business.
Here's a great question, and I talk about this a lot, but now someone ran into it. It says, Kurt, what is trade difference when buying a car? Got 3 offers the same way. Buying a car trade difference is not what you want to do. Don't buy a car trade difference because you don't know what they're selling you their car for, and you don't know what you're getting for your trade. All you see is a difference number.
Well, you see a total number, but that's just that's based on the difference of what they're giving you for your car or trade.
I'll give you a great example. Let's say your car is worth $15,000, or you owe $15,000 on it, and theirs is $30,000. Okay, they're going to show you a trade difference of $15,000. And you go, wow. And then they give you a payment, and you go, wow, this is pretty good. But remember, you have to add the $15,000
Yeah,
back
you
into
still
that.
owe $15,000 on your own
you're still
vehicle.
financing $30,000.
Right.
Okay? And so you busted on your trade, and you're paying $30 grand for theirs, and people say, well, I only got a trade difference of $15,000. Okay, and I ask everybody this. So what are they selling you their car for? I don't know. What'd you get for your trade?
I don't know.
I don't know. But my payment's $458 a month. What's the interest rate? I don't know. Don't buy a car on trade difference.
Ronnie says no shirt yet.
Oh, you should have any day. Any
Yeah.
day, RD. Hey, I was on the phone last night with Alan. We were talking about you, and we need to take time to drive up there and have lunch with him and laugh a little bit. Ronnie Bentley, another brother from another mother. One of the best centers Nimitz High School ever saw.
How about that?
And Lamar Junior High. He was a Lion and then became a Viking.
There you go.
RD Bentley. So anyway, we don't want to do trade difference. You want to know when you're buying a car, what are you selling me my car for? Selling me your car for? And you're giving me how much for my trade? And then you separate those numbers, and you're paying tax on the difference. Add your payoff back in, and that's your note.
Well, a bigger problem than what you just said was that if you had a car that was paid off, and let's say that it's the true value of it would be $15,000 because it's paid off, and that's what the value of that trade's going to be, and then you have a vehicle that you're looking at for 30, let's say. If you just do the trade difference, you don't know if you're getting a true value for your trade.
Yeah, because it comes down to people just see the payment go,
Correct.
oh, my trade difference is only this, my payment's only that.
They may have given you $10,000 for your trade, and you don't even know it, and that you're losing big money right there. And you might see that they're giving you a little deal on your the buying of the new vehicle. Mm-hmm. Say it's $30,000. They say, well, we're still going to sell it to you for $29,000. So you think that's good because when it gets down to the bottom line, you've actually lost several $1,000s right. Because you didn't get what you needed for your trade, and you don't even know that.
Yeah, and it's really tough. As you know, after doing this for being in this industry 36 years, I talk to so many people. And I say, well, what'd you pay for the car? And they say, what does that matter?
Wow,
I'm going,
that's
okay,
pretty interesting.
Well, I'm paying $400 a month, so that's a good deal. And I went, okay. And then I let it go. But then they always call me back. Hey, Kurt, I'm going to send you over my paperwork. Can you talk to me? I'm going, let me ask you 2 questions.
Yeah, you don't see it, do you?
Why do you want me to look at your paperwork? Well, just make sure I got a good deal. I said, and if you didn't?
What's going to happen?
They think they just walked in that dealership and go, recontract me. Yeah.
Well,
see, when you go back to the dealership, guess what you have? A used car.
Yes.
It's already been titled. Well, it's only a month old. Well, I don't have that magic wand to go, hey, I've got a radio show, take the car back and recontract it.
Well, the only thing that you're going to gain, not gain nothing, but the person they're going to be mad at is who? you.
Yep.
Because you're telling them this ain't such a great.
And you know what they say? All you car guys are the same. Y'all all do the same thing. Well, that's just not true.
Then why did you ask me to look at it?
That's right. That's why I put you with the right people doing the right thing, and we don't have these conversations.
Do it before you do anything, not after.
Here's a great question. How do you appraise your own car? Most difficult thing you can do is try to appraise your own car, because a lot of people get online and they put in this value, and then you start looking around at what they're selling for. Let me just help you. What they trade for and what they sell for are neons apart. Okay? When I trade for a vehicle for, say, $20,000, now I have to put it in the shop. Average reconditioning is $1,800. So where are we at now? $21,800. Then I've got to get that car detailed and clean. That's just what we call reconditioning fees. Then $250 to get the thing detailed and clean. Now I'm at $22,000. Then I hire the photographer to take all the pictures, put it on the website, a couple $100. Now I'm at $22,200, and you traded at $20,000, and now I have to put my markup in it. And that's where people go, man, I'm seeing them online all the time for this much money. I'm going, okay. So here's the deal. Take yours up there and see what they tell you. And I'm going, be careful. And that's where a lot of people get mad is, I'm seeing them online all the time for this. I'm like, that's great. Call the dealer. And see, I have a place to go where it tells me how long it's been in stock.
There you go.
Okay, I go to all these. How long you had this? I've had this car in stock for 62 days. Okay, and guess what? They're still not selling it, and you still think your car is worth that. So there's a big number that goes into that car. Even if you have a car that's picture perfect, the fluids were just replaced, there's not a ding or scratch on it, guess what? They're still going to bring it in the shop. They're still going to put it on a lift. They're still going to drop all the fluids and put theirs in to make sure the seals are right, the crush washer on your oil pan is done right, everything's checked, and when they put their stuff in it, then they have no problem putting their name on the back of it. But if everybody pulled up to the lot and said, hey, before you appraise it, you don't need to do anything, then guess what? There'd be a lot of lawsuits out there. They still have to rack the car and go from headlight to taillight to make sure that car is ready to put their name on the back of it. And on average, it's about $1,800. It's very expensive. Even when you bring in a car and you just plug it in the OBD2 sensor, well, that's only throwing codes on what's going on electronically, internally. But then the external parts are all the hoses good? Are all the belts good? Are the crush washers right on the oil pan? I've seen so many people now put on a crush washer or over-tighten it, and they drive off the lot leaking oil. There's so many things that they need to go through. You know, are the tires in good shape? The front end alignment. On and on and on. And there's that cost factor. You can pretty much figure somewhere around, after reconditioning, after detailing, getting it online, a couple $1,000 easy. And then they have to put their markup. So that's not a good starting point for you, the consumer. They say, well, they only gave me $20,000. Well, guess what? They gave everybody else the same car that was in this condition with the miles, $20,000. But it's so hard to get somebody to buy into that.
Well, the other thing too is that if you were selling a vehicle, if a person was selling the vehicle and they got online and saw that what the dealers are selling them for, say $25,000 for the similar vehicle they're seeing at a dealership, if I'm a buyer, would I rather buy it from an individual I don't know somewhere on the street than go to a dealership, a respectable dealership, to buy it for the same amount of money?
You're right. Then you have accountability.
Yeah, why would you want to do that? Why would you think that you could get that kind of money that a dealer's getting? Because anybody that does that, I think, needs their head examined.
Yep. Well, here's the thing. If you go to somewhere like Kelley Blue Book or NADA, put your car in there and always go average. If that car needs tires, it's going to have all these boxes checked. And now I think it's Kelley Blue Book, which I don't use any of them, they have a place on there and it says, are your headlights good? Are your taillights good? Is your windshield good? Is this good? Is this good? Is this good? And you need to honestly check those boxes, because a lot of times, if you have a car, Bo, that you've had no problems with, that's been the perfect car, but it's got a bunch of dings and scratches, it's got wear and tear on it, you're still going to say, man, it's a good, clean car.
Right.
Well, when you look at and book it out, we look at it differently.
Of course you do.
And so a lot of people, if you've had a car that's just been great, it's tough for them
because
to
it's run good for you.
Yeah, it's tough for them to go no, 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 no versus
Right.
yes, yes, yes. And then every one of them say my car is in great condition, and that's where people get, really foobarred on the whole deal.
Well, also some people, they don't give their cars enough credit.
That's right.
They underthink, well, I don't know, this, that, or the other. But that's why you need to know before you go and do anything. And it's so simple. Just go to theautomotiveedge.com, theautomotiveedge.com. Click on Ask Kurt, put your phone number in there and say, give me a call. I got a few questions about my vehicle. And it will save you so much headache, time, and money.
214-787-1971. Don't go away. We're going to get into some more Q&A when we get back here on the Automotive Edge Radio Show on 97.1 The Freak, part of the iHeartMedia Network. Download their app. Follow us anywhere. We'll be right back.
Well, we're about to wrap this thing up here, this next segment. And, boy, we would really had a great show today with people being a part of our live stream and our live feed. And
be your everything.
See, why don't you just start singing on the breaks? That's beautiful. Boy, I do miss it not playing on the shows. And I'm sure they do too. We get comment. I can't hear the music. We have to usually explain it every week. Yeah, we don't have personal rights to those songs to play, and so they won't let us do it.
Well, the studio does, but when it comes over air, they don't.
On the live stream on Facebook and YouTube, they don't consider that the same.
You have your radio handy, so when we go to break, we can all jam together,
There
and then
you
you can
go.
go back to the,
That's the way we
live
do it.
feed.
That's true. You have a radio in the house?
Yes, that is one of my all-time favorite. You think your dad sings that to your mom?
100%.
I want to be your everything.
No, he will ask Alexa to play Drake and
Drake.
a lot of rap music.
Your
yeah,
dad?
My dad plays. Oh my God, yeah, my dad and I will jam to Kid Cudi, Meek Mill, Drake, Travis Scott.
I don't know any of that. I know Drake.
My brother
but
too. Like we'll be grilling outside and he'll play rap music.
Does he dance?
Oh, he raps too. Yeah.
No way.
Do your
His
neighbors
little
call
glass
the
of whiskey.
cops?
Yes, wait. No, I have a video of him during COVID while he's grilling and he's just dancing in the
Oh,
in
send me the video.
the kitchen.
Send it to me.
Yeah.
Come on, Maddie. I'll
I
put a
will.
bonus on your check. Send it to me.
I'd love to
Anything for
see
a bonus,
that.
Mr. Chase. I'll send it to you. I'll send you both videos. It's really funny.
You know, he can't get mad at Maddie because that's Daddy's little girl. You can't ever get mad at your daughters. Once that tear hits, it's over.
Yeah, exactly.
So Maddie can sit there. If he says something, she can even put like a drop of water coming out of her eye.
It's over.
It's over. It's okay, Maddie. I don't care. You send it.
That's awesome.
I'll send all three of them.
I
think
can't
they
believe
they
that-
deserve.
Big Dave likes rap music. As
doesn't-
much as he loves pickup trucks, I figured he's a country guy, but rap?
I don't know about. I don't see
Rap?
maybe country that much. I see sort of more of a pop rock, possibly maybe classic rock, but I just don't see him as a rapper.
Okay, what kind of music your mom listens to?
Oh, she likes 70s disco. She likes the old ones, the
Okay.
80s
Yeah.
music. She likes Spanish music as well.
You know,
Oh,
at my
she likes some
60th
pop, but she
birthday,
doesn't
me and your
understand
mom
it.
were out there shaking it up together. I had a big disco
Was
bag.
that the yeah, is that the one where he dressed up as a disco?
Oh, yeah.
Disco man?
Yep.
In the 70s. That's the video. Yeah, my mom took a video of him dancing. He's just dancing away.
Yeah, they were out there. First, I went over and I said, hey, can I dance with your wife? Man, your mom just jumped up. We hit the dance floor. The next thing you know, Dave, I guess he got a little jealous. He come out there, he broke in. He didn't even ask. He just stepped in front of me, started
He didn't tap the
dancing. And then he
shoulder.
wouldn't leave the dance floor.
That's funny.
Yeah. Dave had the wig and
That's fun.
had it going on. But I would not put him as Drake. I don't know who the other people were that she just said. I've never heard of.
those rappers.
Yeah. The only rapper I like is Vanilla Ice.
We have 1 minute. They're all 20 like
Run MCD
this
or-
century.
Running
This
CMD.
generation rappers.
Oh,
What
that's
was it?
fun.
Run
Run MD. Run CMD. Run Well, I bet Maddie knows. Maddie, what is Run DMC? What is
Run
that?
DMC, yeah. When they did that Toys in the Attic with Aerosmith,
Yeah.
that's bad to the bone.
Yeah. Well, we're going down to the wire here today. So,
You know, I saw Sandra Bullock on some show that with a song. I'm trying to think of it. A hip hop, a hippity hoppity, a hip hop
Yeah.
hoppity. Don't stop bobbing to the bam bam boogie. Say, up jump the boogie to the boogie, a boogity bee. She Rapper's Delight
oh, okay.
is the song. Man, I watched her sing. Ding.
Yeah.
You know who this is?
That's, I don't know. I forgot.
ABBA,
But yeah.
Dancing Queen.
That's that hot one-hit wonder, aren't they?
ABBA? Oh, they had a bunch.
Did they? It's the only one I remembered.
When they had a tour, they'd have to go to this area. They had over 100,000 people there.
Are they Canadians?
Over in Europe.
Oh, are they?
Europeans.
Oh.
214-787-1971 is the number. That's 214-787-1971. Want to thank Cameron Martin for having us out here at Grapevine Ford. I'm telling you, come buy a truck. That's all I can say is trucks. Come buy a new Ford F-150. Man, my nose is itching. I got this new electric trimmer, and man, my nose is on fire. I'm sorry if y'all see me kind of do this here.
You had to mow your nose?
Oh, I never. You know, that's one thing. Getting old, that stuff that comes out of your ear and your nose and on your face. I don't like none of
I
it.
just went down and got me like a regular weed eater.
But it is truck month here at Grapevine Ford, home of the Love It, Leave It Promise. I'm telling you, when you leave here, you're going to have a great promise behind you, but you're going to have a vehicle that you don't have to worry about negative equity. I can't express that enough. That's where a lot of people fall in. 1.9 for 72 months, 10 grand off F-150s. Some of the trucks out here, 12,000 off. That's Grapevine Ford. If it's a Ford, there's no better place between Texan Trail and Main Street here on Highway 114. That's GrapevineFord.com, and thanks for having us out. Let's jump to a few more questions. New or certified for a luxury car? Certified. Why? Because certified, you can get a good rate, and there's a bigger spread if you're price and payment conscious between CPO, certified pre-owned, and new. Big difference. Plus, you don't see a bunch of addendums on CPOs and pre-owned. You just don't. Mainly that you see that on the new vehicles. Do you believe in cleaning the motor? Absolutely not. If you don't know how to do it, and there is an art and trick to cleaning a motor, leave it alone. Don't do it. And most of these cars now, especially on your Hondas and a bunch of these vehicles, when you open it up, the whole engine's covered with this plenum, this heat shield. So you don't want to take that off for sure. But if you don't know how to do it on your older vehicles, is that you clean it, and most of those pull-up washers are 1,000 PSI. You put that down on that wiring, and don't do it. That's a lot of 1,000 pound per square inch. You want to step back, soap it, rinse it, dry it off. And then when you get the cleaner, that engine has to be hot. And then you spray that stuff on. You better wear a mask because it'll stop you from breathing. You spray it on there, mainly down below, and then you have to rinse it off. And make sure once you start rinsing and that stuff's shooting everywhere, that you're getting it off your quarter panels and your tires, because it'll leave a mark.
So the bottom line is don't do it.
There's no need to.
Right.
When you pull up to a dealer and they open it up and go, wow, what a shiny engine,
that's trouble.
You ain't getting no more money.
I guarantee. Well, I would raise a question, wouldn't
It does. It flags it for me. Let's see here. What do you see the biggest changes in the auto industry over the next 10 years? Hybrid, and hydrogen is what I'm praying and hoping the industry goes to. And
Well, you're saying it.
we're not. We don't have 535 people that don't know what the American people want. They're clueless, pushing electrification. It's a waste for them to force that on us when we need to decide what we want to buy, where we want to eat, what we want to drive, how we want to travel. That needs to be on the American people. With that, if you have an automotive need, whether you're buying, selling, trading, leasing, parts, service, or body shop, go to theautomotiveedge.com, click on Ask Kurt, and I'll step in and help you from hello to congratulations. You do not have to worry about it. The place, theautomotiveedge.com. Click on Ask Kurt. Leave me your name and number. I'll call you. If you want to just do email, so be it. And we'll make sure you have no automotive need problems. Happy birthday to you, Boski.
Thank you. It's been a great week.
Thanks for letting us be a part of your celebration.
It's an honor to have you part of it. And again, if next week or any of the times, if you have somebody's got a birthday or anniversary, then call
we'll
in,
talk about them.
and bring it up, and we'll bring them on the air.
Everybody that joined us, we love you. Join us next week, and your shirts will all be landing soon. And have a great weekend. God bless. No texting while you're driving, and we'll be back together. Take care.
See you, Maddie. And Facebook and YouTube. Thank you for being a part of our broadcast today. We do appreciate everything that you do on our show here, your comments and questions and all the fun stuff that we do here. Until next Saturday morning, be safe out there. Share the word, like and share the broadcast to Facebook and YouTube. And until then, be safe out there and treat your neighbor right. See you next time. Thank you.